Jeff Bezos lab-grown fish. What does this make you think when you read something like that? That this multi-billionaire is not making enough money. He needs to make more money. He has to start a new business. He has to sell you lab grown fish, which obviously is going to be unhealthy and a bad idea. Oh, wait, hold on. This is from July 31st. Let's say AOL.com. Let's take a look at this one. Boxing Glove One says, "Have you ever wrestled before? After I won by KO, we made up after the match, and his dad was our ref." See, that's the beauty, right? That's the way things should be. You make up after the fight, and now you're best friends. Have you ever wrestled? I never wrestled. I had friends who did wrestle. I remember they used to eat like tuna fish straight out of the can for their weigh-ins. They would be super ripped. They would be really lean. That was back in like the 8th and ninth grade. I remember friends of mine who did do that. I never got into wrestling. I thought it was kind of honestly, I didn't like the idea of being that close to a sweaty guy. Thought it was a little homoerotic, if you know what I mean. The first lab grown. Oh, I got to switch the screen here. Check this out. Hello. Do we have my screen yet or what? There we go. Okay. First lab grown fish is ready for your plate. The FDA has approved. This is how you know the FDA is corrupt. The regulatory agency is supposed to protect us, right? They should know lab grown fish is a bad idea just from the name lab grown fish. Anything food. The it just makes me so angry, man. And of course, it's these Hollywood types like Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert Downey Jr. who were investors in this thing, and Jeff Bezos. Multinational food corporation Cargill is also a significant investor. What is cultivated salmon? This isn't fake meat, also known as lab grown or cell based. Cultivated fish is real fish grown in a laboratory from fish cells. It just doesn't seem right, man. It could be. Look, am I wrong? Would you eat this? They have to reassure you it's not fake meat, but at the same time, they're saying it's lab grown. I guess it's like they're taking the cells of a fish and they're somehow growing those cells into a full fish. I mean, I would be scared to put that in my body. Am I right? To create the cultivated salmon, a small sample of cells is taken from a live fish, much like a biopsy. These cells are then placed in tanks along with nutrients for growth, allowing the salmon cells to multiply and grow into muscle tissue just as they would inside a fish. Wyldtype offers a specific type of cut, saku, a Japanese term for a block of seafood that can be eaten raw in sushi, poke, or sashimi. I love sushi, by the way. I have to get some good. That reminds me, I should find some good sushi. The supermarket sells sushi, man, but don't buy the supermarket sushi. My experience, at least my shop right near my house, not good sushi, man. There's a sushi. If you can go to a sushi joint, much better sushi. Nor usually, you got to get it with the wasabi though. You got to clear the palate with the wasabi. Industry waste and sustainability concerns. These alternative proteins have emerged as a solution to the current concerns regarding animal protein, including water and land use, pollution, overfishing, animal welfare, one of the seafood industry's biggest issues. I don't know, man. What do you think? They're saying it's real fish, but it's just grown in a lab. Uh, I don't know. KDDW 2024 1224 says, "Sup, big man? Hey, what's up? What's up? Yes, it is live. We are live. Uh, no, I'm not a wrestler. I do look like a wrestler because I do have the lucha libre, right? The lucha libre. That was a good movie. Remember Nacho Libre? That was a funny movie. I do have the Nacho Libre mask, but the problem with that mask is that this part's covered up, so it's like it sounds like Cartman from South Park when I'm on the microphone. This mask is cooler in my opinion because it's the Rey Mysterio. If you're into the lucha libre, Rey Mysterio in the Rey Mysterio mask, and it's also got the mouth open so it doesn't sound muffled when I talk. So I like it. Also got the cross on it. I don't know if you could see. I think the cross is cool. Kind of fits with my brand a little bit more with the fitness and faith thing. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. So, but I'm curious, what do you guys think about this fake meat thing? It's not fake meat, it says it's lab grown or cell based. Cultivated fish is real fish grown in a laboratory from fish cells. Would you eat this? Would you eat this? People are, give a call. I want to hear what you have to say. Call on the show 313-591-0290 and let me know what you think. Would you eat this cultivated salmon, which is cultivated from fish cells? I mean, like, if you remember that company that Bill Gates was behind, I think it's called I can't remember the name of it, but he was making meat from like soy plant based stuff, and people were saying there's cricket meal in it. So after that, like, left a bad taste in my mouth. I was like, I don't know if I trust these billionaires with their business ideas, which are, producing lab grown foods. I don't know if it's just not natural. I'm all about natural stuff. I don't know if I would eat this. It says more than 20% of the US seafood supply is lost or discarded, much of it due to unsustainable capture methods and spoilage across the supply chain. But that's also the natural way. Like, for example, like, one of my favorite pastimes of the summer is to go out to the beach and to fish for fluke. Like, one of the easiest fish, most fun and easy fish you can catch if you've never gone fishing. You go to the sea, go to the shore. You don't even need a boat, bro. You go to the shore. Just wear some shorts though, because you're probably gonna have to wade up to your knees, maybe. You take a fishing rod, like a medium duty fishing rod. Let's say like medium, yeah, medium duty. Uh, medium duty fishing line. Take a 6-inch. What do you call those things? Take one of those. You know those fake like shiners that they have that are made out of the name of it escapes me, man. I'm sorry, but if you take one of those 6-inch shiners and you attach it to like a quarter inch ball jig head, and you cast it out there, and then you just jig it like that up and down as the waves come and crash down like this. You just jig it up as the waves come, and then as it comes crash, you let it come down naturally. You will catch fluke. And I caught a bunch of fluke last year, but the fluke was short. They have to be like 17 inches at least, or in some places like 18 inches. So, like, I got one 17 inches, and I had that fluke, man. I cooked it up. It was delicious. Highly recommended. But at the same time, I had to throw back a lot of shorts. But like, I caught those shorts with that quarter-inch ball jig head with that hook, I don't think it killed them, but I don't know. Like they were bleeding out a little bit when I tossed them back in the ocean. So is that considered like waste or spoilage? I don't know. Let's see. The investigating global aquatic food loss and waste white paper found 23.8 million tons of edible aquatic food were lost or wasted in 2021. A significant amount of this loss occurs during sea fishing, where catches that are not deemed valuable enough are thrown back into the ocean, often dying shortly after. See, this is what I was just talking about. It's not that they're not deemed valuable enough, you moron, whoever wrote this. See, obviously not a fisherman. It's not that they're not deemed valuable enough. It's the fact that they legally are not allowed to be taken because there's a regulatory limit that they put on the size of the fish. You don't think that the fishermen would love to just take like shorts? Like, let's say they catch a 17-inch fish and they have to throw it back. Like, don't you think they'd want to like cook that fish up? A 17-inch fluke? Come on. It's because of these laws that they put into place. That's why. Um, for the fish that are kept, processing is the next largest source of waste loss, which depends on market demand. Well, when you process a fluke you take the fillet knife. Not all of it's a fillet, bro. You throw away the skin and you just throw the bones away. You're not going to eat that. What are you trying to say? You're going to actually turn that into food? I don't know, bro. Any thoughts on this? 313-591-0290. You can call and share your thoughts on the show. All right, let's go back to some lifting. We got a couple more sets to do. Let's hit some more squats, back squats. Let's go back to Jim Yosef Link. Let's do it. Okay. Now, two more sets. I think we're done. Let me squeeze. I'm gonna stand on my heels, squeeze a little bit more blood into those quads. That's funny. Someone asked me if I'm a wrestler. I do have that. I was like, why would he think that? And I was like, well, I do have a Lucha Libre mask on right now. Maybe that's why.